What's up, guys? This is the Gospel according to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. Thank you for joining me once again, my friends. Hope all is well with you. Now, guys, today we're going to talk a little bit about Ahsoka. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking who follow this channel. Didn't this guy just say he's not watching Ahsoka? Yes, I've said it millions of times, and that hasn't changed. But you're wondering, how can he talk about Ahsoka if he's not watching Ahsoka? Well, that's pretty simple. You see, this is not a video concerning the entertainment value of Ahsoka. You will never see me doing a review of Ahsoka. So that's not what this is about. This is about being an observer on the outside, actually seeing an article that I found to be fascinating. And considering I don't see a lot of people talking about it, I just want to throw it out there because I don't know if some of you are missing this or you don't think it's important. If you don't think it's important, I want to know why you don't think it's important. Do you think this is credible? But the concept here is the concept of the Bokken Jedi. Bokken, not broken. I know it sounds like broken, but it's Bokken. B-O-K-K-E-N, Bokken. Not something that I've heard of before. Maybe you have. Get in the comment section and let me know. But you guys might recall the iconic scene at the end of The Return of the Jedi where Luke says to the Emperor in defiance, "You failed, Your Highness. I am a Jedi Knight like my father before me." It was a huge moment and everything. And as it turns out, that wasn't quite true. Luke Skywalker, as it turns out, is not, in fact, a Jedi Knight like his father before him. He's not like Anakin Skywalker before the fall, of course. Turns out Luke Skywalker is what is classified now as a Bokken Jedi, whereas Anakin was, I guess for lack of a better term, an Orthodox Jedi. What you talking about, Mark? Well, let's get into this article that I saw in comicbook.com. And guys, you can tell me if this makes any sense, if it's got any foundation in the larger Star Wars lore. I don't know. I need help with it. But anyway, comicbook.com, the headline says, Star Wars Ahsoka gives an official name to new Jedi trained after the Order fell. And it goes on to say, Star Wars Ahsoka has given an official name to those Jedi that were trained in the tumultuous years after the Jedi Order and Republic fell. Now, in Ahsoka Episode 6, Far, far away. I love how they're just stuck on this. I bet somewhere George Lucas is sorry he even made up that term, a galaxy far, far away, because everybody seems to want to flip it their own way, right? So this one is actually called Far, Far Away. Episode 6. Former Jedi General Baylan Skoll and his dark side apprentice Shin Hati. Is it Hati or is it Hati? I refuse to believe that they named the chick Hati, Shin Hati. So I'm going to assume it's Hi, my name is Chicky Shin Hati. So I'm going to say Shin Hati. You guys can correct me, of course. On the planet Peredia, in a distant galaxy where both Grand Admiral Thrawn and Ezra Bridger have been stranded for years. Now, Thrawn uses Sabine Wren as bait, letting her track down Ezra, while Baylan and Shin follow close behind, waiting to kill both of the rebels' heroes. I don't care about these people. I don't know these people. But like I said, this has nothing to do with that. Let's move on. While tracking their prey, Baylan explains to Shin who Ezra actually is, referring to the boy as a Bokken Jedi, who was trained in the wild after the Order fell. He was trained in the wild, guys. So Star Wars now has introduced the concept of wildlings. All right, they're no longer Jedi. They're basically wildlings. They were trained in the wild. Well, let's break that down, Baylan. Let's see what he's talking about here. What exactly are Bokken Jedi? Bokken Jedi are any Jedi that were trained or self-trained after the Jedi Order fell during Order 66. It's a good official term to have. The Star Wars franchise has been introducing previously unknown Jedi into the lore for years now. Ezra Bridger debuted during the Star Wars Rebels animated series as a Force-sensitive boy who became a Padawan to Kanan Jarrus, a Jedi who barely completed his own training. While Kanan died in the Phoenix Crew's war against Thrawn, Ezra tapped into greater Force powers to have a pod of Purgles take Thrawn and his ship the Chimera into a distant galaxy. Presumably, Ezra has developed his Force powers in order to survive on Peredia. Sabine Wren now qualifies as a Bokken Jedi, having been trained by Ahsoka Tano in the years of the Rebellion. Ahsoka Tano isn't a Jedi, right? Isn't that what she said, guys? Now, I wasn't watching Rebels, but I've heard this echoed over the years. And I think I might have seen a clip or two where Ahsoka Tano, she pretty much trumpets and announces that she is no Jedi. So how she's training a Jedi, Bokken or Orthodox, is kind of confusing to me. If she's not a Jedi, she's just a Force user. You see how all of this stuff starts to get convoluted? Anyway, Sabine Wren now qualifies as a Bokken Jedi, having been trained by Ahsoka Tano in the years of the Rebellion, and again now during this New Republic era. The Mandalorian's baby Yoda, Grogu, would also count as being a Bokken Jedi, since he was trained before Luke Skywalker officially opened his new Jedi temple. 2 points there, okay? I believe that Grogu was trained in the temple. Looks like he didn't complete his training due to Order 66, but he was trained. I'm not sure how long he was there. After all, baby Grogu is over 50 years old. You wouldn't know that by the goo goo gaga that he still does, but we've already accepted that baby Grogu has developmental issues, so he can't really be blamed for that. But it's kind of questionable to me why he would be considered Bokken Jedi, especially if he's trained by Luke, but more on that later. So it says here, actually, we'll tackle that now. Luke Skywalker officially opened his new Jedi temple. Now, Luke would be considered a Bokken Jedi also because he was not officially trained in the Jedi temple by their explanation, okay? Not mine. I always accepted Luke as a strong Jedi Knight, perhaps maybe even one of the strongest. But it turns out he wasn't an Orthodox Jedi Knight. He was trained outside of those 4 walls called the Jedi Temple. So if he opens up a new temple, he's still teaching Bokken Jedi, right? Because he is the father, you might even say the mother Bacher of the Bokken Jedis. Maybe Leia you can consider a mother Bacher. He's the father Bacher. I don't know. But you get what I'm saying. Luke is technically a Bokken Jedi. So how can now the Jedi that he trains be considered Orthodox Jedi? You see what I'm saying? How it gets a little bit confusing. It seems to me that the Jedi of old, the Orthodox Jedi, died out with Order 66 and every subsequent Orthodox Jedi who passed away after that. They are endangered species, pretty much. Even if they did survive, once they do die, that's the end of that particular group of Jedi, the Orthodox Jedi, and the only Jedi after that would be considered Bokken Jedi. So, Rian Johnson was onto something in The Last Jedi when he said the Jedi must end, because in a way, they did end, because every Orthodox Jedi no longer walks the galaxy. It's only Bokken Jedi now, and who knows exactly what the rules are for being a Bokken Jedi. Many Star Wars gamers know Cal Kestis, the antagonist of the Star Wars gaming franchise. After losing his master during Order 66, Cal survived and formed a ragtag crew with a former Jedi, a scoundrelly captain, and a night sister named Merrin. By the second game, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Cal has grown into a full-fledged Jedi Knight. However, in the end, the most famous Bokken Jedi, and this is what I was talking about before, in the end, the most famous Bokken Jedi would be the one who stopped the Emperor and redeemed, with a question mark, Darth Vader, and eventually restarted the Jedi Order, Luke Skywalker. Guys, did he really stop the Emperor? Did he really? Did he really? I don't think he did, because according to Disney lore, not mine, it was Rey Palpatine. We want to believe her name is Rey Skywalker, the same way we want to believe that she's a Jedi, but like I said, everything is just changing now. But it was Rey who defeated the Emperor according to their lore. So once again, Luke Skywalker is belittled. Not only is he not a Jedi as his father was before him, but he didn't take care of the Emperor, so how could he be the most famous Bokken Jedi? Put 2 and 2 together and see what they're coming up with, guys. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is the part that confuses me, because I didn't see where we needed this particular distinction. I don't know if this has any basis in maybe the EU or not. Is this something they're just making up? And if they are, the question is why? And what are the ramifications of the official Orthodox Jedi now being a thing of the past? You see, guys, you see what they're doing and the reasons why I just couldn't let this pass. I wanted to see more people talking about this because I got questions going forward. I might not care about what they're doing with Disney Star Wars, but I cannot help but care about what's going on with Star Wars in general, guys. I do have questions. So I just wanted to voice that to you guys. What is up with the Bokken Jedi? Do you have a problem with this? Is it something that you accept? Is it something that has its basis somewhere else? I don't know. But you guys can get in the comment section and let me know. Please break this thing down to me. I want to hear more than, I just don't care. I just don't care. Okay, I don't care either. But like I said, I do think it's damn interesting what they're doing with this. I wonder what George Lucas himself might think of something like this. The Bokken Jedi. Now, I know there were Jedi that survived Order 66. I know that there's a distinction, literally, between Jedi that were trained outside of the Jedi Temple, being that the Jedi Temple had fallen. But like any other religion, is there a distinction for people who believe outside of the temple or synagogue or church or mosque? Does it make you any less of a believer or a practitioner? Very interesting. So I put it to you guys. Get in the comment section and let me know how you feel about this. As always, you can like, you can share, you can subscribe. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me. Thank you for the super thanks. I will catch you on the next one. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.